I've said before that I hate radicalism. I've even made videos making fun of radical feminists, radical anti-racism, radical Christianity. Even PC elitists and console peasants are radicals, and I hate them all. But why? What makes them so poisonous? Can't you just ignore them? And honestly, I wish you could, but unfortunately that's not how this works. Radicals poison everything, and I'm going to get into why. Let's start with a cause. I'm going to make one up so as not to drag some unfortunate cause to the floor. So let's say I started a cause against censorship. Now, I know there are causes out there like this, but go with me here. I'm going to call it dispensationism. Now, in this movement, we believe that everyone has the right to say anything they want, have any opinion they want, and should never be censored by anyone. Now, this sounds like an amazing cause. Treated responsibly, this cause has the potential to solve a lot of problems, ending SJWs, ending any form of censorship, and developing an environment where people can speak freely about how they feel, what they think, and convey their opinions without feeling judged. Anyone can be free to say anything they want, and so long as they don't treat their opinions as fact, they never have to feel scared. Now, let's say a group of people start to love this cause to an extreme degree, and start saying that all SJWs should be executed, believe that anyone who has ever censored a comment on the internet should be hanged, and anyone who even disagrees with another opinion should be lobotomized. What do you think of this cause now? It's a joke, right? Nobody could take it seriously anymore because these people took it too far. They ruined something that even they themselves believe in, and take it to such an extreme that anyone in the future who would potentially think about joining would think twice because of these idiots. What makes someone radical? Well, there is not one answer to this. A lot of things can affect someone to such a degree that they just don't think correctly anymore. From traumatic loss to low self-esteem. Some examples of this are SJWs, radical feminists, radical Christians, and even fanboys are radicals. Any number of these people could have been traumatized, maybe beaten by someone, and for that they now believe that everyone matching that person's characteristics is evil. Perhaps they have such low self-esteem that they pour their love into a company or product, and this, for some terrible reason, makes them a fanboy. Perhaps they suffered a loss and need religion in their lives, and that in itself is fine. But when they take it too far and say that women should be slaves to men, black people can't be saved, or that the video games are satanic, you're taking things too far. And if you ask a radical individual what made them feel so strongly about whatever it is they believe, not one of them will tell you the exact same story as the other. Believe it or not, there are a few radicals out there who only do it because of the profit they make from it. Believe it or not, there's a very, very well-known radical who has used her community for millions of dollars because she knew no matter what she asked, they felt strongly enough to give her anything she asked for. And this is wrong. Taking advantage of people like this may in some way feel slightly justified. Like, yeah, they got what's coming to them, wasting their money on this. But in reality, those people are not 100% stable-minded, and nobody deserves to be taken advantage of like that, regardless of what they believe. Now, I've heard some terrible things. People saying that if you eat meat, or even drink milk, you should be killed, and meaning it from the bottom of their hearts. And yes, this angers me. Of course it makes me angry that people are like this, because I see the human race, and I know what we're capable of. Every single man and woman out there has an amazing potential, and if you don't believe me, you can read a history book for 5 minutes. We went from the weakest animal on the planet to top of the food chain because of our amazing brains, and we use them like this? This is why it makes me angry. I think back to the Dark Ages and become infuriated. 800 years of darkness. Nothing moved. No technology was designed. Anyone who tried was killed. That is 800 years of stillness. And you know how much further along we would have been if that never happened? 800 years that we lost. And this is exactly how I feel when a radical speaks up. I'm fine that they have their own opinions, and I'm fine that they believe something so strongly, but to throw away your amazing and powerful mind, to waste it your whole life hoping a certain race was dead, or a certain gender, is disgraceful. It makes me sick, and as I said at the beginning, I wish we could just ignore it, but we can't. If we do, nothing will get fixed. They'll just continue to grow, and this is why we have to point out the flaws of these people. Bring them back down to earth and remind them that we once worked together and formed a huge community that now populates the world. And there was a time that we didn't work together. And it lasted 800 years. Look, believe what you want to believe, and if you're a radical, whatever. But seriously, what a waste of time. It's like having a job where you take the thing you love and inadvertently turn it into a joke. Congress.